everyone, this is Luminous coming at you with yet another Pro Dota commentary. Today I'm gonna bring you two different teams that we don't usually see all too often. This, of course, is by the way from ADC Asian Dota Championship. If you're wondering why I'm commentating almost exclusively from ADCs, that I'm really into the Asian playing style as of late. Particularly the Chinese, but right now the Asian playing style is I guess evolving really well, and I'm really interested in that. So I'm really watching games a lot from ADC, and we're gonna watch How.Korea on the Sentinel versus XtC from Scourge, and they're from India. And XtC last time, I think Ian and I did an epic dual cast of a 70-minute long game about I think they got Bristleback and Sniper and whatnot. So I'm really interested in seeing how both these two teams, and I'll talk about what I know about these two teams as the game is progressing. I don't know that much about these two teams. I'm gonna just not take that long to talk about the pick analysis. Of course, I don't really know these two teams that well, so I don't think I can provide a really good analysis. But I will try to do my best. And I'm gonna pause right after How.Korea picks their third hero. So really interesting spread so far. Bans, very standard bans. The only thing that's a little bit off catching the eye is the Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor has a really defensive capability in the tri lane, good in a dual lane. Again, something I said once before is that if you have a Witch Doctor, you got a lane. He combines extremely well with any hero. Maybe you could arguably say that he's the best babysitter currently in this current metagame. So it's not too strange that he's banned, but it really raises an eyebrow because he's not that good worth a ban. And if you look at the first pick coming from XtC, they're gonna go line first pick. Generally, if you're gonna go for a support line, you're probably not gonna pick it first, despite line being an extremely good hero. He's only first pick worthy if you're gonna get a Blink Dagger on him and get a BKB to follow up. So I believe that this line is probably gonna go solo mid. If you look at the Scourge reaction here, they're going to go for CM and Earthshaker. CM is generally, yes, a very good support, but not first pick worthy. So I think their lineup is going to be running on something extremely mono dependent. They don't want the enemy team to pick it. So going for CM and Earthshaker allows them to give them a lot of roaming and ganking ability early game. But you got to keep in mind that CM does not progress well into the mid and late game, so she's just that kind of an early game powerhouse, and that's it. So, and then we're gonna see a Venge and Potom pick. Now the Venge, I mean, yeah, I don't need to stress more about it. Probably the best hero in the game, period, with her ability to fit into any team, any role. Great ganger, great initiator, great turtler. Anything you think she could do it really well. Now the Potom pick is a little bit I'm a really fan favorite of a Potom. Just haven't seen her performing too well. She is quite item dependent, and a lot of times when I'm playing the Potom, I feel like I have to farm a lot more than I should, and then still not have too much of an impact in the game. So she's really great here on paper, but whether she performs as well, I don't know. We'll see in the game. And then this last pick, the next pick goes for the Shadow Fiend. It's a little bit confusing, and I mean Shadow Fiend's a great pick in Asian play in general, but he is not really good against the line mid lane. Of course, he gets outranged by the line. The line has better damage early on, and he could really bully the Nevermore. Maybe before level 8, before level 9, and that's generally how line is like the specific counter to Nevermore mid, and Storm as well. So a lot of times when you see a team going up against eHome and they pick a Nevermore against eHome, they generally go to eHome X and have him play Lion, and generally eHome X line decimate any other Shadow Fiend at the mid lane. Not because, well, eHome X is a great player, but because Lion has I guess a natural affinity to do well against Shadow Fiend. So I mean, pretty interesting pick so far. Let's see what they're gonna round out with the bans and whatnot. And nice Phantom Lancer ban. And the reason they banned Phantom Lancer is because the captain of How.Korea, which is Heen, great Phantom Lancer player. He's like the ZSMJ of Korea, man. Last hit's like a beast. And the thing is, he he's like constant vigilance in terms of last hitting. I seen a couple games where he play even after he gets the radiance. Ooh, ping check, nice pings, nice ping. Ooh, 8 ms, wow. Anyways, yeah, even when he gets his radiance, he still last hits, which I mean that takes some really vigilance to do that. I mean, generally when you get radiance, you kind of get lazy and start auto attacking, and you kind of miss some creeps. But he last hits even after the radiance, which is really a kind of a top. Not I don't see any other pro players do. And you can see that How.Korea is actually banning a clockwork. I'm not too exactly sure why the particular reason is, but from the previous 2 games, I want to say 2 or 3 games I've seen from them, they always ban clockwork. So maybe it's just a hero that they don't want to go against. Maybe they feel like it's a great ganger against their somewhat squishy lineup. Both team has gone for a windrunner and sniper. So pretty long range team going for the long range nukes and whatnot, and Scourge going for some sort of concentrated DPS. Now, looking at both teams, if you look at the Sentinel lineup, they are extremely turtle heavy. Extremely turtle heavy. Of course, Earthshaker with the Blink Dagger is always a scary thing to push against up the hill. Sniper Sharpno is a hell of annoying to push against. Of course, they have Nevermore and Andy with Alaria to nuke down creeps extremely quickly. So this team is going to be extremely harder to push against. Mobility wise, the Sentinel is not too good. Sniper and Earthshaker and Crystal Maiden aren't the best mobility heroes, but with the Blink Daggers on the respective hero, they should be okay. Meanwhile, the Scourge are extremely mobile. Bottom leap, swap, Blink Dagger on Sven and Line, I'm assuming, will be really good in terms of mobility. And they have a lot of concentrated DPS. They have a nice aura strat going with the Vengeful Command Aura and the True Shot auras. And predominantly having a range team will allow you to do a lot of concentrated DPS. And looking at the laning wise, I'm guessing it's going to be a line mid, a trialing with Drow, Venge, and a Sven. So with the Potom in the long lane. Potom is a very good hero in escaping trialings. Against probably a sniper CM Earthshaker with the Shadow Fiend in a solo lane and a Lariat in a solo lane. So we're gonna see some tri-lane on tri-lane action. Hopefully the tri-lane it will be pit against each other, because it's very interesting to see 2 tri-lanes go against each other. It's not very interesting to see 2 tri-lane versus a single hero where both of the single heroes in either team gets like squished and level 1 6 minutes in. So and ooh, some little lag, but it should be okay. So anyways, let's see what is gonna be going on here. I'm really interested in this starting item for the Nevermore. Let's see if it's gonna go mid and bottle first. And actually, who just bought the chicken? No, I thought the Windrunner actually bought the chicken. So anyways, I'm not too sure. Like, I haven't seen a lot of game from these 2 teams, so I can't really say what to expect here. Unlike if I watch Nirvana China or Star Boba, I have casted many games from them, so I kind of could expect Shadow Fiend buying a weird set of starting items. Interesting. He's storing up with 200 gold, but he looks like he's not going mid. So that's very interesting indeed, because if you're saving for 200 gold, you're probably gonna go the fast bottle. But generally, fast bottle is best at mid. Maybe he is gonna be afraid of the line solo mid, because line predominantly does well. Looks like we have an extremely great ganking party coming from Scourge. 4 stuns so far. And one interesting I want to point out is that Keen is actually hiding in this nice spot. Generally, if you hide in this spot, you're almost ungankable, because the Scourge is going to be, warding and pulling there. So nice wards coming from the line. Line going solo mid, but actually buying the wards. Interesting indeed. Or maybe he's not solo mid. We're going to see Sven. So what the hell is going on here? Or maybe we're going to see dual lanes. No. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. What is going on? A Bottoms, Sven? Maybe first blood mid? There's a haste run on CM, so let's see what's going to be happening. There's going to be a really gank attempt going mid. It looks like Windrunner, of all people, is going to solo mid. Interesting. She is going to have Windrun. So if she could pop her Windrun before the stun, she might be okay. We'll see. And we see a very offensive ward by Line. Looks like they're going to want to put a lot of pressure on this Windrunner. Whether they could do it is it's going to be depending on the Windrunner's map awareness. She does know that there's many heroes missing off the map right now. Sven soloing mid, grabbing a little bit of experience. Looks like they're going to be initiating on the Windrunner. Are these people coming? Yeah, there is a Stormbolt, and oh, Windrun is casted here. So Sven already wasted a lot of physical moves, so a little bit imperfect chain stun will allow them to miss the first kill. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we're going to see a Sniper, CM, and a Earthshaker going on top. This is going to be a tri-lane versus tri-lane. Oh, looks like they're still going on for this Windrunner. Windrunner already popped once again, and I don't think there's even... Oh, let's see. One more hit, but they do get it. A little bit of mistake. Can you go through this path? I don't think you go through. Maybe you can. Not too sure. Not too sure. So really persistent from coming from Scourge ganking, and they will pick up the first blood here. Let's see if Sven and Venge gonna go top lane, or they're gonna just roam here. 3 solo and 2 roam. Wow, this is extremely interesting. I have not seen anything like it, especially when you pick a line like this and just go roam, and having a solo Sven to solo middle. This is extremely interesting. On the bottom, we're gonna see a bottom solo against a Nevermore here. Nevermore not CSing 2 up bottom, leading the way with 4 and 3. Nevermore only at 2 and 2. So the only thing I'm really worrying about is the Sentinel top lane, Scourge top lane, is that because they only have a Drow Ranger, very susceptible to stuns and ganks, and she is not gonna have any farm compared to the Sniper, already sitting at 7-4. Drow Ranger only 5-1, not bad despite being against a tri-lane. Keen is really gonna be careful of his map awareness. Keen minus Scourge heroes could tangle through this tree and just start stunning away. So these trees, it may seem safe in terms of blocking, but it's not that safe against pro players who knows how to tango properly. And it looks like they are gonna do just that. No, well, yeah, tango through. Oh, a little bit bad stuns coming from these guys, but just the nuke damage will be enough here. And let's see who lasted the... looks like Lion has got the last hit. Not the best if you're not gonna rush the Blink Dagger line, but regardless, they picked off Keen extremely easily here. Not the perfect chain stun because both stuns are cast at the exact same time, but the amount of burst damage was enough to pick off the Shadow Fiend. And Shadow Fiend is one of the heroes that will find his farm no matter what eventually, because once he gets level 7 and a sufficient mana pool, he will just raise 2 raids for entire wave of creeps. And it looks like they're gonna go for the Shadow Fiend again. Shadow Fiend is gonna take an arrow here, and he is gonna take a magic missile here. They're gonna do some damage here, and it looks like the line was warded away by a line of creep, but they are still gonna go in. Blind Impale misses there, but right now at this point they could just right click him to death. So a lot of pressure put on by these roaming lineups. And oh, actually XtC was the team that did 1-1-1 in the other game that I casted. I think they put a Bristleback like solo bot or something ridiculous, and they ran two roamers against Nirvana China. I remember in that game the roaming wasn't as successful at all, but this game they are roaming extremely well. Like you said, Lion already picked up a boost of speed. That will increase its ganking potential by a lot here. And the one problem with the with Sentinel lineup is that they don't really they see the rune spots, but they don't really have a good hero to grab the runes, especially when Windrunners is getting first blood. Although she's picking up farm, she's actually leading farm against the Sven right now, which is a little bit expected because she is range, but still kudos to her because she got first blooded. I mean, now we see Shadow Fiend. I'm not too sure whether Shadow Fiend bought the wards. Nope. Looks like Earthshaker has actually bought the wards here. But Shadow Fiend is probably going to place the wards. Looks like there is going to leap coming in from a bottom. Let's see if there's a really nice arrow. This Earthshaker, this Shadow Fiend is just not having a good day. Oh, popping a salve. This line was definitely in range to cancel that salve. Not too sure why he didn't here, but regardless, Scourge putting up a lot of pressure on the Sandstone Tower here. Let's see if Sentinel is doing the exact same thing. Drow Ranger still surviving pretty well. She is only at level 3 though. Sniper at level 4.